We're live!
Woo!
Hopefully, Facebook don't crash on us like you did last time. Hi everyone, welcome to the Live Reality Game Shows podcast. Today we are going over MTV's The Challenge All-Stars 2, Episode 3. I'm your host Lee, with me as usual is Nathan.
Hello.
And we're here to discuss Casey, and only Casey.
This is a good episode for Casey. I was here for it. Good job, Casey.
Yeah. And to anyone confused, we are talking about Casey Cooper, not Big Brother Casey. We only review good, entertaining challenge competitors on this podcast.
Facts.
We don't review wallflowers.
Yep. This was a great episode. Oh my gosh. Like, Challenge All-Stars is on a roll. They have not let us down. I mean, not entirely. Like, the episodes have been good. The episodes have been good. They've been entertaining. There's been good drama. There's been shocking eliminations. There's been, just a lot of fun. I feel like I just had a lot of fun today watching that episode.
Yeah, watching this episode and think on how the actual season is, it just shows how much better All-Stars is, because they are all there to compete. They're not all there to be like reality stars. They're there to be competitors and to win money.
Yeah, and more than that, like, even the newbies, the so-called newbies, because they're all veterans, but the so-called newbies are playing the game as they should be. We're seeing like alliances form. There's really helpful infographics to help us keep track of what's going on.
Thank you, editors.
I wish Survivor could do that maybe a little bit more, because Survivor gets really convoluted really quickly.
Well, to be fair, people change alliances every 5 minutes in Survivor.
Yeah, it's just like this. The challenge is like much simpler strategy, and they're still giving us more help. So
yeah,
and it's appreciated at this point. My old slow brain can't keep up with things like they used to.
Yeah, thank you, All Stars editors, for making it very simple who's working with who and who isn't.
Yeah.
So I say we start this episode off with how the last one ended, with Jody and Kahada winning the Lifesavers. They're happy. Jody's excited. She won her first elimination ever.
Yeah, it was Jody. Her first. But we expected her to,
Yeah, because she was good at tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, like she's fast, and her competitor was Sophia, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and Derek is also happy because that's two people that can use a lifesaver on him. This is definitely not going to backfire on him at all.
He only mentions it like 4 times in the first half of the show, so of course it's definitely going to work out.
Yeah, just 4? He should have mentioned it more, just so we would know.
Yeah, we were hit pretty heavy-handed by the editing with that one.
A lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, what did you think of the opening? The last time on the challenge, where they go like, and they have the fan opening.
Thank God.
That was cute.
It was like, I wish I had a fan.
Yeah, I don't
we need more challenge. We need more challenge openings like that, and not just close up of like some. I don't remember the last one, but I think it was like somebody grabbing a skull, and it was like for some reason zoomed in on their crotch. I think. Don't know who it was, but more like thwarping. I really wish I had a fan.
Yeah, me too. If I had one, that's how I would open this show.
Yeah, more fan moments, and it was just like all in a row as well.
But it's like you have to know that like Tyler totally came up with that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this is what you get when you have queers on the show. Bring more.
Oh yeah, we didn't lose any gays this episode.
No, but it got too close for comfort in my mind.
They were nominated.
So I guess we can say that the challenge is not officially homophobic because we did not lose a third gay in a row.
Although we did come close, he was nominated.
Yeah. I sweat one gentle glittery drop.
Yeah. We're seeing your challenge. We'll let you off of the hook this one time.
One time.
Yes. So after we get the Derek celebration, we once again hear about, this is where we start getting to the Survivor of things and start talking alliances. So once again, this Nehemiah versus Derek thing is a thing. Everyone on the challenge is confused on what it is.
Yeah, they have like such a weird tension, and it seems to have come out of nowhere, and it seems to just like, they just don't like each other. They don't vibe with each other. There's a lot of like mistrust of Derek that's come up in today's episode, and I think looking at the history of Derek on the challenge, it's interesting how that was being portrayed, because more often than not, like he kind of gets the hero edit or the underdog edit, or like
we never see him get like the betrayer edit.
Yeah, I mean, it totally fits for like when he's in successful seasons, because you can't really be successful on the challenge without betraying people.
Yeah, name one person. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
Well, yes, he didn't betray anyone because he wasn't on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes is not on the show.
No, he was not.
Till next season. So it's just interesting to me how like they're kind of flipping this edit around, and I'm also carefully watching Darrell, because that hasn't happened with Darrell yet, but like Darrell is just has the same dirty hands that Derek has in making all of these decisions and consolidating power in one spot, and his name was not called out at all. I kind of thought, like, after last season, the first season, that we would see Darrell kind of take the fall for being successful at the end in the final, getting second place. Instead, Derek kind of has taken that fall instead. And how did Darrell do this? How did Darrell manage to like stay off people's radar again?
Because everybody loves Darrell.
I don't get it, because it's.
Although I think he is slightly getting hinted at it, not as much as Derek. So we hear about this roommate alliance. This sounds too Big Brother for me.
Yeah, they sleep with their friends.
Yeah, in more ways than one. Yeah. So there's one side, which is Derek, Darrell, Kahada, MJ, and a fifth person I don't remember.
Brad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That one.
Bearded
and
Brad.
Then Derek's group. And then they're talking. Nehemiah is overhearing. Come on, people. Get better with your alliance talks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nehemiah goes to his group of his roommates, which is him, Tech, not Nehemiah, Latarian, Melinda, and a fifth person I'm not remembering. Steve. There's a reason why I'm not remembering them.
Yeah.
And then there's this roommate war. And we're seeing strategy from Latarian. Of all people.
Who okay, granted his strategy talk was kind of like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what he brought to the conversation. I don't really know what's going on. It's like, yeah, no shit. Yeah. We know that every season. Okay. Yeah. Can I go mini gripe on with this whole thing is
go on.
All of the alliances and strategy talk was about the men.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, I'm sure women are having conversations and creating alliances as well. So why aren't we seeing that?
Yeah. Derek's group has no women. Nehemiah's group just has Melinda, where we hear nothing on her side about it. I guess Melinda's roped in with Nehemiah because they're from the same real world.
Yeah. And I don't even think this accurately reflects everything, because, this is Derek and Jody are tight, and Darrell and Janelle are tight. And so this isn't even reflecting like all of the things going on. Steve and Tina are tight. So by not including the women, I guess it's tight. Creating a simpler networking, but I feel like it's leaving an empty picture here. Especially when it came down to the vote. This episode was
highly male focused.
Very much so.
Very much so. Very much through the male gaze, which we're not used to in life.
Are we not?
Yeah. So after all the alliance talk of this alleged Nehemiah versus Derek, maybe they're trying to get on a rival season or something. We then cut to some women, yay, and we get to hear more of Katie's story of how she's here to play, how she doesn't want to quit challenges again, foreshadowing, how she's like very protective of Steve because they're from the same road rules. Steve doesn't have anybody else. Nobody remembers who he is.
Yeah. I was worried as soon as we saw Katie talking.
Yeah. And we had a right to be, because we're off to the challenge. and it's heights. TJ immediately calls out everyone, being like, Darrell, you okay? Katie? Casey? Y'all good? And, well, he shows clips of Casey throwing temper tantrums.
Yeah. The flashbacks of Casey just make me laugh for her freaking out about heights. I think we should point out, this is now they're doing an individual elimination for this one, individual challenge, which I'm glad they switched to. I think this was fun. First man and woman to lose the trivia question, go into elimination, and it's it's a typical trivia game.
Yeah. It doesn't look the trivia contest.
Yeah. I did like how the questions were happening. What did you think of that?
Oh yeah, where it was like it was more category than what's the right answer.
Yeah.
I actually really like that, where it went down the row. So it's less like you hopefully get a lucky question. It's more everyone has the same question. Hope you don't get an obvious answer.
Yeah. And I kind of made it seemed like it made it easier to follow along and play along with, because a lot of times when they do a trivia competition, they have to yada yada a good amount of it because there's a new question per person. And this one you can kind of play along as they are shouting out answers.
Yeah. So TJ decides to be a gentleman and let the women risk their lives first, because ladies first. And we're getting classic Katie from last season, where she does not do the challenge and immediately goes into elimination because she refuses to do heights.
Yep.
Damn it, Katie!
She had a panic attack, and classic Katie.
Yeah. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting
She's like, do you care if you go to elimination? She's like, no, I don't care.
Yeah, because I don't care if I go into elimination. I'll just win then.
God. Damn it, Katie. Damn it.
Hopefully one day she'll conquer this fear.
I'm not holding out hope at this point. Like, it was interesting to let's contrast the two people who have a history of heights issues, though. Casey and Katie.
And Jasmine wasn't even mentioned. She also has height issues.
Yeah, but Casey conquered hers, and Katie fell by hers. And I think there's some, I don't know, some poetic resonance there in how this episode
classic challenge storytelling.
Yeah. I hope it's not the last we see of Katie.
Hopefully not. We'll get to the eliminations.
This was a very sad. It was kind of just this is typical Katie, but it's
oh. Yeah. So the questions start. The first one being name all the different type of elimination arenas. We start off with people literally just naming seasons.
How many can you name?
Okay, so Inferno, Gauntlet, Duel, Presidio, the Jungle, the Dome, the Gulag,
yeah,
the Ruins, the Face Off, if we count the island ones. That's all I know.
Yeah, I would last maybe 4 or 5 answers in.
Yeah. So Ayana doesn't know any eliminations. She thinks the Super Bowl. Yeah. Then we move from challenge to Britney Spears, where Jasmine she said the same answer again.
Weak.
Yeah, there are so many good Britney Spears songs.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't remember any of the I'm pretty sure there was another challenge question that I don't remember.
There was who it was people who have won individual seasons.
Oh yeah, Jody names herself.
Yeah.
John A says Ashley, and then I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Tina. She couldn't remember anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you name some other people?
Who've won individual ones?
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Bananas, right? Is he one individual?
Yeah.
We can
free agents and double agents. No, agents.
Did Rachel win an individual?
She won duel too.
Yeah. Did Evan win one?
He won also duel 2.
Yeah. Did Kenny won one, right?
Not individual.
Okay.
Drop you from a building.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Cara Maria.
Okay, yeah.
Turbo. Wes. Laurel. Jenny. CT. I want to say that's it. Oh no, yeah, I think that's it.
Susie.
Susie never won individual. I think both of her wins were teams.
Okay.
Yeah, they were both teams. Yeah, so that's everyone that's won individual challenges.
Okay.
Yay! And then it's down to Janae and Casey with Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter books, where there's only 7, so like
yeah, they can only name 7
them, you
books.
should know them.
And Janae is surprised to know that there was one more she did not name.
Yeah, I think she just got caught up in being
yeah, she got a little confident, being like, I read these books 5 times, and Casey, much like myself, I've seen some of the movies.
Yeah, because all you have to do is like go through them in order in your head, and like you're gonna come across the one you're missing.
Yeah, and Janae could not remember the Order of the Phoenix, giving little Casey Cooper her first individual win.
Woo! On a Heights challenge, nonetheless. I was so happy for her.
So this just proves to children, don't read books, just watch the movies versions. You'll be fine.
She was so just so proud of herself. You could just see the joy beaming off of her face.
Derek was also very proud of her. No, of course, he was so happy for Casey's win.
Was he?
The foreshadowing. From now we move on from the women to the men.
Yeah.
And the men's very first, none of them panic attack and pull a Katie. And their first question was, name someone who has won more than one challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Brad couldn't remember that his ex-wife won more than one challenge and got eliminated first.
Yeah, he named Katie, and Katie's only won one challenge.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was a pride thing. I guess he just didn't want to say Tori.
There's a lot of options out there, though. Okay, let's think of people who have won more. The list is really long. I don't even think we can name them all. But
Wes, Cara, Kenny, Evan.
Most winners have won
Tori.
Twice.
Yes, Tori, Susie, Rachel.
But I guess Brad's not a winner, so maybe he doesn't think about who's a winner.
Brad only won one season.
He won a team one?
Yeah, he won Cutthroat with Tori.
Okay.
Jordan. CT was said. Paula. Evelyn. Abram. Like, there's just so many options.
Oh, Abram. Gosh, I forgot about him.
Yeah. I was going to say Coral, but I think Coral only won one season.
No way.
Yeah, she only won Battle of the No, not that. She won Battle of the Seasons and hasn't won a challenge since. Because I think all the other times she's made the final but not win.
Yeah, that's surprising to me.
Yeah.
So I just feel like she was like, she was awesome. So it's kind of like, how did she not win more?
Yeah. And notice how majority of the first answers were the men and not the women. It wasn't until I know it got to Darrell where he said Veronica. I think it looped back to Darrell and he said Veronica.
As he should.
Yes. I love how some of the people just answered themselves. Derek was like, you're looking at him.
Yep. Easy answers. I also loved it when other people answered people someone else answered Darrell for an answer, and it was like,
you knew
you can't use your own.
Yeah, that was Letarian. He was like, oh shit, I have not seen any of these challenges. Darrell. He got lucky with that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember the majority of the other questions.
There's a question about countries, or
Oh yeah, what countries have the challenge been in multiple times?
yeah, which I would fail at.
Probably. Me too.
Germany, or was that one time?
I actually think it's been. Has it been in Germany twice?
I think it has.
I know it's been in there for Bloodlines.
Yeah, but wasn't there a more really recent one that was in Germany? I don't know.
Challenge people, help us out.
Challenge locations.
Yeah. Thailand was already set. Panama was filmed in Panama a few times. Mexico a few times. Iceland twice. Turkey twice. Where are they right now?
They're in Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Because this was filmed in the pandemic, so I think they were a little restrictive in where they could go.
I think it was filmed in Chile twice. Maybe Argentina as well.
Yeah.
A lot of South American places.
Yes, I feel like that's pick a country kind of thing.
Oh, this wasn't for the men. This was just one I remember for the girls. They had to name who were like the most followed people on Instagram.
Yeah, that's hard. And they named like half the Kardashians.
Yeah, poor Melinda. She named the ex-Kardashian.
Kanye. Which honestly, like, fair guess. That's a fair guess.
Yeah, like you would think. I feel like the only Kylie was mentioned, Kim was mentioned, and that was it. Nobody remembered the other three.
Yeah. The question that Tyler lost on was cities with over 1 million people.
Oh yeah, which one did he say?
He said Atlanta.
No, that's a different question. I think like
yeah,
that's something to do with states. Oh, like how many states had?
No,
how many cities in the U.S. had like over 1 million?
Yeah, city. Yeah, so someone named New York. Someone named. I don't even think it was just the U.S. I think it was like cities that are in the world.
No, I think it was just the U.S. because I know there was a girl's question being like, top 10 most populated countries.
Yeah, either way, he was like, "Oh, I got this," and then he immediately names one that gets eliminated.
Yeah, like Atlanta.
No. Atlanta does not have over 1 million people.
Yeah, or MJ guessing states, and he says New Orleans.
Yeah, that was classic.
Yeah, it's no Johnny Bananas Australians speak Dutch, but it's probably up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never want to look stupid on TV.
Yeah, not one of the worst trivia answers we've gotten, but definitely up there. Yeah, and then it's down to Steve and Letarian? No, Steve. It's either Steve or Letarian or Steve or Tech.
It was Stephen Letarian, I think.
Oh, yeah. Down to Stephen Letarian on the last two. And Steve pulls off the win.
Yeah. Shockingly.
It's
kind of like the outsiders got the power. And the question is, like, what will they do to leverage it? Will they do anything, or will they, play the status quo?
Yeah, and we see what they do. So we hear that Katie is happy that Steve won because they're original road rules. And Katie pretty much tells Steve, I don't care who, as long as it's not Kendall.
Yep, she said that.
Yeah.
She said that. As long as it's not Kendall, I don't care who.
As long as Kendall's not up there, I don't care. And the guys are plotting to get out Derek. Derek is confident because he has two best friends with Lifesavers. He's safe regardless. Until Nehemiah pulls off a strat to nominate Jody and Kahada so they can use up their Lifesavers and they can put up Derek regardless.
Yeah, I'm very torn about this because in some ways it shows that the Lifesaver is kind of like the power to save other people is super limited.
Yeah.
Which is maybe fine. But also, are they not just going to do this every round? Like, would you like?
Yeah,
is there any incentive? Is there any incentive to be the person in power and to not immediately like wipe the Lifesaver off the board so your nominations can't be messed with?
Yeah, that seems like they found a loophole in the system.
Yeah.
Just nominate the people at the Lifesavers so they can just use on themselves. That way you can pull up who you really want to nominate.
Yeah, I think they need to change the mechanic of how they could save other people. Like, they can't be nominated, but they can have to agree on a person to save or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, another twist for them to rethink.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like, it's almost there, but like clearly this loophole is a little bit bad for the intention of the power.
Yeah. So when Steve and Casey get down, Casey is on board with the whole blindside Derek. She mentions how she would never work with him in the past because of he's known for betraying people.
Mm-hmm.
Which evidence, please?
Well, what seasons were Derek and
Casey on together?
Yeah.
They were on Fresh Meat together. They were on The Ruins together. They were on The Duel together.
Mm.
They were on... Were they on... No, Derek wasn't on Gauntlet 3, I don't think. No, he wasn't. And that's it.
I could see him having, gone back on his word in some of those seasons, though. Especially like Fresh Meat when Casey was constantly in elimination.
Yeah, but that's when Casey was a rookie and it was more understandable, and everyone mostly targeted that pair mostly because of Wes. Because that was the whole, like, everyone's like, oh, Team Austin, Team Real World Austin.
Yeah.
The Duel, I don't really see. I don't really remember the Duel that well. Maybe I know Derek was supposed to pick Casey and never did. And then the Ruins, well, the Ruins, the champion team, pretty much demolished everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, here's the thing with someone like Derek. He plays nice. He plays nice on the surface, but at the end of the day, he always makes self-interested moves. And
like
that
even Nehemiah.
If you pay attention, like that's the truth. I mean, Darrell's the same way. Darrell plays nice. Everyone likes him, but he's going to cut you if it makes sense for his game, regardless of whether he has a deal. Like someone like Janelle, he'd probably cut. Like
probably
in the right circumstance.
Yeah. I can see where Casey's coming from in certain circumstances because Derek is like back in the day was attached to the JEK trio, which were which were very known for being
snaky.
How do I put this lightly? Shits.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek would be that guy to say it's wrong in confessionals, but would do nothing about it.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, because like I know these guys are doing it wrong, but I know they're being dicks.
He's gonna let them do it as long as it's not him.
Yeah. So you can see that where he's coming, and Steve is just doing whatever Nehemiah tells him.
Yeah, Steve. But you know what? Here's the thing: we complain over and over again when we see seasons where the newbies don't take care of the vets, and now that it's not even newbies, but they're kind of like the underdogs. They're outside the main power, and they're finally doing something about it and making the move. Every time we see people like Darrell and Derek and Johnny Bananas and CT get to the end, it's because they don't ever go in eliminations. It's not because they can't lose an elimination. They could. They have.
Johnny plenty of times.
But they don't ever have. That's how Johnny Bananas was so successful. He just always
never went into eliminations.
Into one. And so these people are vulnerable if you can get them in there. And
you had Derek trying to pull threats, being like, if you're going to shoot your shot, make sure you don't miss.
And if you're a newbie coming on these seasons, you should absolutely be sending these people in and do not be afraid of them, because they are afraid of eliminations, because they know that the only way they win is if they stay out of them. The whole reason that Spies, Lies, and Allies has completely tanked is because all of the newbies played the veterans games and didn't pull anybody into elimination, any veterans into elimination. It was always newbies versus newbies. And you just have to trust that the veterans are vulnerable. They can lose. They just don't ever have the opportunity to lose, and so they don't lose.
Yeah. Like everyone, like going back to Johnny Bananas, because we love to shit on him. that was his big thing. Like, Devin called him out. He says he's great in finals, but in eliminations, he has a terrible elimination record when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, his only wins are against Wes, CT and Adam as a pair. Who did CT in a puzzle? And Dunbar. And there's probably one more I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of losses.
Yeah, Johnny Bananas was not untouchable, and even someone like CT or Jarrell are not untouchable. I mean, Jarrell does win a lot of eliminations, but he's also lost some here and there.
Yeah, he lost against CT. He lost against Corey. CT, his elimination record is also pretty fuzzy. Like, we all remember that Jay elimination in Total Madness, where everyone's like, Jay, you're going home, you're going up against CT, and then Jay wins it.
Yeah.
Like, these people are not untouchable. They just have a past. And Derek even proved it now. He's not untouchable.
Yep. Big time.
Yeah. But enough about men. Let's see how Steve fucks over Katie by doing the exact opposite of what she asked for.
Yeah.
So, Katie, simple request. As long as they and Kendall, I don't mind. And then Kendall's name is immediately up there. And I think that was from Casey?
Yeah, Casey was not happy with how Steve was kind of trying to move the whole conversation about, just only protecting Katie, because Casey was seeing this as an opportunity to get out a threat instead of necessarily just protecting Katie.
Yeah.
And so they're obviously not aligned in that. But Kendall, obviously Steve didn't want Kendall to go up against Katie, but he kind of figured she wouldn't be the one. So that's how he justified it.
Yeah, it's like, here, yes, Kendall's up there, but you're not going to go against her. You're going to go against Ayana. The only other person that's won an elimination.
Yeah, and Katie's not happy about this because she thinks that Ayana's a tough competitor, which she's shown herself to be.
Yes.
I kind of was wondering, how did Jasmine escape this scrutiny at all?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I feel like Jasmine is the person you throw in if you want Katie to survive.
Yeah, they're of similar height, similar size.
Yeah.
Jasmine is known to panic. Why and you had every girl as an option, and Katie would have not mind anyone, as long as it looked like she had a fair shot.
Jasmine is a newbie. She hasn't gone in elimination.
She's not known for winning them.
She's not aligned with Steve, as far as I know.
No, she's in fact the opposite, because Derek's group is tied to John A, and John A is tied to Jasmine. To where Ayana's her own thing.
Yeah, so I feel like that was I don't understand why Jasmine didn't come in to this. Although I think Jasmine did vote against Derek in the vote.
Yes, Jasmine voted for Derek.
Yeah, so
I have the voting history right here.
Okay.
I prepared.
You're so ready for this.
Yes. And and to make sure Derek goes in, they pull up Tyler because they say, "Oh yeah, Tyler's grand. He has all the girls." Yeah, which is definitely not a gay stereotype.
Yeah, right. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Because I was like, as soon as he said that, I was like, "No, that's not necessarily true." Because that has burned gay players in the past.
Yeah, I think it literally burned Derek C. I think in Rivals, when he heard Rivals 2, when that twist was like, girls vote guys in, guys vote girls in, and Derek was like, "Oh, we'll be fine. The girls love me."
Yeah,
and then everyone votes him in.
You cannot trust that. Just because girls like it does not mean that you have any sort of protection.
Exactly. But it turns out that maybe he did. But we'll get to that in a bit. Derek sees his name. He pulls off this whole threatening thing where he's kind of like, "Well, I'm Derek, and so I'm most likely going to come back in this house." Which I'm sure we all thought when it was Derek versus Brad, because Derek is a well-known name and Brad is.
I mean, Brad's a well-known name. He's just not as successful.
Yeah, and he's also just not as likable.
Yeah, so it's an even matchup for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I was kind of like, this could go either way. Who knows?
Yeah, I did cringe a little when Nehemiah was like, "Don't play that manipulative game because I look up to you when I watch the challenge." It's like, yeah. No challenger wants to hear.
Can we also talk about how Tyler got thrown in though, and how this is not okay that he was this close to elimination?
Is the challenge is homophobic? Big Brother is racist. Survivor is sexist. Those are like the three main shows. What am I forgetting?
That's about right. The Bachelorette is
The Bachelorette is a shit show of its own.
Should we talk about the voting?
Yes. So Ayanna recreates her famous Battle of the Sexes 2 moment in I slept in my uniform because that's I wanted to win.
Yeah, and she basically calls herself into elimination.
Yeah, she pretty much asks, vote for me. And everyone's like, well, we all have to do what Ayanna says or else she will kill us. So let's vote for her. Let's vote her in.
She gave them permission.
Yeah,
I would never do that.
Yeah, Katie calls out Steve being like, I told Steve the only name I didn't want was Kendall, and he clearly did not respect that. So I'm hoping the rest of you will do that. Mm-hmm. And then again, Derek pulls the whole threatening, like, I'm Derek, I'm most likely going to win, so I'm going to come back and you're all going to be screwed.
Yeah.
Which nobody really listens to.
Yeah.
So Derek goes in. Tyler gets a few votes. He just gets a vote from Darrell, John A, and MJ. And then Ayanna gets everyone's votes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Derek lets a little slip of the tongue happen where he says, "If y'all about Casey."
I thought Steve. I had my life shield and my life shields were wasted, and then little Casey being like, "Your life shields are Kahada and Jody's life shields."
Yeah, I called him out on that one, the entitlement. And even Jody, they flashed at Jody and Kahada's face, and they were like, maybe. Yeah, that's not yours. It's not yours, Derek.
Yeah, those were ours. Like,
you don't have a claim on that.
Yeah.
I do think it's really interesting. I guess let's get to the ramifications later, I guess. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay, yeah. So before the elimination, Nehemiah gives Brad some encouragement by asking Johnny's weave so he can have a fake Brad beard.
Ew.
That was disgusting.
That is not the fashion statement we want to copy.
No, I think did America's Top Model teach us nothing? LASIK beards don't look good.
Also, Brad's beard does not look good. It looks really bad.
It does. Now, we're not judging anyone with long beards, just specifically Brad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah, just him. Anyway, elimination time.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, is there? Why did I forget?
No, that's the name of the elimination challenge.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
there's more.
More. We're getting punny here.
Oh, yeah. I love these challenge names.
Yeah. So the elimination is pretty much carry 1,000 pounds to the other side to lift up a puzzle and then solve the puzzle.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. Simple concept, but still good.
Yes, and it was one strength and endurance. It's kind of an even...
And then mental.
Yeah, a little bit of mental.
It's every challenge wrapped into one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like one that would... It almost felt a little bit old school in its structure.
Yeah, because it was simple. There was no complex machinery, no weird rules, no fire.
Yeah, just make a lot of trips with these sandbags.
Yeah,
and hopefully you're faster.
Yeah, and solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and immediately Ayanna is speeding through this, and poor little Katie.
They looked pretty even, kind of, when Ayanna got
to the end.
The puzzle.
Yeah,
Katie only had a couple chips left.
Yeah, she only had 2 bags.
Yeah.
But even 2 bags starting on a puzzle can help someone get far.
Yep.
And it was a simple enough puzzle. It was one of those get every color to one side.
Yeah. So it's hard to like. There's not much of a conceptualization of anything. You just kind of have to make progress.
Yeah, you just kind of have to push and pray.
Yeah, there's not many mistakes possible in the puzzle.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a criticism of the puzzle.
Yeah, maybe, but they can make it impossible.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And Ayana gets her second elimination win, and we have to say goodbye to Katie so soon.
So soon. This is sad.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Katie.
Yeah, very sad. What are our thoughts of Katie this season?
So, going into this episode, I saw an interview that she had another fight that kind of ended a friendship. I wasn't sure when that was going to come up, and apparently, I guess the conflict.
It was the Steve, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, Steve did kind of fuck her.
Yeah, he seemed to be sorry about it, but
yeah, he saw like it was even said in the episode, which is more important, getting rid of Derek or protecting Katie, and he ultimately said Katie is not. It's okay if I lose Katie. She's not worth it. She's not worth protecting. It's much more important to get rid of Derek.
It really would just help if she competed.
Yeah. Maybe if she wasn't so terrified and could named an elimination, she would have not gone into the... Yeah, because if she would have easily named an elimination, and then Ayana would have been the first one in.
Mm-hmm. And then she would have gone in.
Yeah, Katie wouldn't have gone in.
Yep.
Katie. I think this just shows do not quit a challenge.
Yeah, all she needed to do was last past one person, and then she could have quit.
And then quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we get to the men, the one that everyone actually pays attention to. Well, the producers at least.
Yep.
And to, I think, some people's surprise, Brad gets the win.
Yeah, it looked pretty even all the way through the puzzle, and
Brad
and then squeezed it out.
All of a sudden, Brad pulls it out, and Derek goes home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a slaughterhouse of an elimination. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, 2 big names from last season already gone.
Yeah, and big names from just the Challenge franchise.
Yeah, Challenge in general. What are our thoughts on Derek on his 3 episodes?
He got outsmarted by a hand model.
Yeah.
I think Derek played a he played a messy game this time.
Yeah,
I think.
He got overconfident.
Yeah. I think him throwing Steve in when he did was maybe a little bit hasty.
I mean, at the time it made sense because nobody knew who Steve was.
Did it though? I just feel like Steve was...
But who else would he have picked? Because I think we even said in the first review, who would they pick? And we both kind of agreed on Steve.
You choose somebody who can't win a challenge. And I think Steve showed pretty quickly that he can.
Yeah.
Based on his performance in that first challenge. I think you choose somebody who can't win. So he should have picked, I don't know, a Kahada or something.
But he and Kahada are working together.
No. A tech. He should have put tech in.
He was trying to respect Nehemiah's wishes and not put Tech's friend in. Nehemiah's friend in.
Well, he should have gone all in on getting Nehemiah pissed off then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's messy about it, is that he was trying to do both things.
Yeah, he was trying to both get out Nehemiah and keep him happy at the same time.
Yeah, and you can't have your cake and eat it too. So he should have just gone all out and getting out Nehemiah. And if he did that, he might still be in the game.
Yeah, you should have just followed Letarian and Tech, and then let the house vote on which one had to go in.
Yep. Yeah, take out the numbers that are against you.
Yeah, and we would have still had at least one other gay representation with Derek still in the game. The other Derek still in the game.
Yep.
Wow, so we lost both Dereks in 3 episodes.
There is a little bit of like, I didn't bring this up in our first episode, but or second episode. I think there's always kind of a name rivalry whenever people have the same name, just because they don't want to be mistaken for somebody else, or they want to be the more impressive one. So I feel like that always plays into this kind of stuff.
Maybe. I don't think it did at this point, because I'm trying to think. The only ever time we had two people with the same name have been when Champs versus Pros, we had the two Ashleys, Ashley K and Ashley M. In War of the Worlds 1, we had Big Brother Natalie and Ninja Natalie. We also had Girl Ashley and Boy Ashley.
Yeah.
That's really the time that's ever happened. I'm pretty sure there's another time, probably like an older season.
There has to be, because there's always so many people.
Yeah, this isn't like Survivor or College Survivor where everyone's named Emily. I still can't get over the fact that one season of College Survivor had 3 people named Emily. Lord. And all 3 of them were on 3 different tribes.
That's so confusing.
Yes. And then another season had 2 Emilys.
So I think...
And they always go back to back as well, now that I'm thinking about it.
So I think Derek did make some strategic mistakes here.
Yes.
And I think we can take that away with us.
Yeah.
I was happy to see this, though, in a lot of ways, because it was kind of like the gameplay I always look for the people who are on the outs.
It's the shock value we want, because like I said, I think we all thought Brad was going home because Brad was barely shown. It's Brad.
Yeah.
It's Derek. But it's Derek is the one that goes home. And Brad's still in to be irrelevant for another episode.
Yeah, and we also thought at some point, they kind of built up this rivalry between Jody and Tina, and Derek was Jody's right-hand man.
Person. And now that he's gone,
it's kind of like Jody's game is hurt a lot by this. And
that, or people will be like, Jody doesn't have a right-hand person anymore. Don't need to worry about her.
Or she finds someone new.
Yeah. I mean, that's the rivalry between Jody and Tina. And Tina,
she should go be talking to Tyler,
Yeah, get the gays on your side.
Well, Tyler would just be a great partner to have,
Yes.
But I guess we'll see if we have another pair challenge coming up. What happens with that?
I don't think it gave it. Oh yeah, it gave away in the little preview that it looks like Melinda is going to end up in hospital.
Oh, is she the one who is looking sick?
Yeah, she's the one that ends up in an ambulance, and she goes through a moment. I think that day of filming, I think probably something happened in the past. Probably the loss of a family member. Maybe it's the date of her divorce with Danny. Maybe it's something else completely different. Either way, we're going to get a Melinda focus episode next time, it looks like.
That's okay. She seems like she's somebody I would be interested in knowing more about.
Yeah, and if we look at our draft, you have lost 2 people in a row now.
I have. And this elimination was not good for me.
Yeah, you had both Brad and Derek. You're guaranteed to lose somebody either way, and I lost Katie again.
Yeah, so the only guys I have left are Darrell and Brad.
That is not looking good.
I mean, Darrell is still there, though. Look.
Yeah.
As long as Darrell's in the game, I still feel pretty good, even if he's my last pick left. I still feel like I have a 50-50 shot.
You still have your girls.
I do, and I feel good about my... Casey's on my team. She did great today.
Yeah.
What girls do you have?
I have... Let me pull up again. I want to say I have Melinda. I think I have Jasmine. I want to say I have Kendall, and I have one more that I don't remember.
No, I have Kendall.
Oh, no, you have... Oh, fuck. Who do I have then? I have Jody, Melinda, and Jasmine.
Jody, Melinda, and Jasmine. Okay.
And then you still have all your girls.
No, you should have one more.
I had Katie, but she went home.
Oh, you had Katie on yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel better now. You've lost somebody.
Yeah, we both lost somebody this episode.
Good. So I'm not like you don't have a perfect team anymore.
No.
Not that we really thought Katie was gonna win this one, but like.
We mostly just picked our favorites.
You know, I wonder, okay, just for the regular challenge season, what would it look like for them to go back to a team format for a season? Like, I feel like it could be a good change of pace at this point.
Yeah, it feels like a gauntlet season where it's like vets versus rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let's see that. Like no more the stupid throw the rookies in first because they're rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the vets lose a challenge, they're going to have to throw themselves in.
Yeah, I'd be here for that change of format because we've just had too many seasons in a row. I also think the individual winners make it highlights, because we've had so many seasons with like individual winners lately. It highlights those people way more, almost like disproportionately than what it used to be.
Yeah. I also feel like we see the same people. I know that's like the whole point with the challenge, but I see like we're seeing the same like large group of people.
Yeah.
Every season. Like I was looking at the cast for Spies, Lies, and Allies. Such a bad name. And I was like, this is just pretty much everyone from last season.
It was. I mean, it literally was.
Yeah, it was like all the most uninteresting people from last season and then a few good ones.
It's not great.
Yeah. They just need to stop casting the Big Brother people.
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, well, they should start casting better Big Brother people. I feel like I say this every time. Cast the good Big Brother people.
Yeah.
Or get some Big Brother Canada people on. Like, where are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, let's see who was on this past Big Brother Canada season. Let's see, I know, Victoria on the challenge. Let's see Tayshawn on the challenge. Let's see Latoya on the challenge.
Yeah. I want to be optimistic about what season 38 will look like, because this season has gotten enough bad press, and that maybe they'll actually make a change.
I don't have high hopes. If they stop casting, let me get my list of people that need to stop casting. Okay, so if they stop casting...
You have a written down list.
Yeah, well, this is a list of names, but it's for something completely
different. This is the height of pettiness, Lee.
Yeah. So they should stop casting Josh, Casey, Fessy, Amanda, Tori. Who else is on this cast that they should just stop casting?
I like Amanda.
She brings nothing. Honestly, I know he's great, but stop casting CT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's getting kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Predictable.
Yep.
Who else? Stop casting No, I feel like I'm naming just don't cast anyone from this cast ever again.
I wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah. The list of people to recast is a lot smaller than the one that they should not cast.
They have such a deep pool of people, and I just feel like they're pulling from the most shallow depths of it is the problem.
Yes, they're literally the shallowest depth, most shallow people.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to do a challenge versus Big Brother versus Survivor season.
That would be fine.
Yeah. I came up with a fantasy list somewhere.
Let's hear it.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
How many people would be on the cast?
It'd be a cast of 30, so 10 per team.
Okay. So challenge, let's what would be your top 10 challenge people?
Okay, I think I had who did I forgot? I think I had like classic people. So I had like Bananas, I had Wes, I had CT. Mm-hmm. Who else did I have? Let's say can you think of any name? Like Corey and one more. And
there's already some big personalities. Someone who's a little bit like less alpha-y.
That does not help.
Maybe like a
Kyle?
I suppose.
Yeah, that's guys. And then girls, I picked
Or Devin.
Cara, Devin. Yeah, Devin maybe. Yeah, Devin instead of probably CG.
Sure.
Yeah, and then girls, Cara, obviously, because she's my favorite. Who else did I have? I think I
Lauren.
had who?
Laurel.
Oh,
Lauren.
Laurel. Yeah,
Or...
Laurel. That'd be an interesting duo to bring back. I think I had Sarah. I had.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah, I think I had Cam.
Jenna.
And then Jenna, yeah. Oh, maybe I had Kayla instead of Cam. One of the two.
Yeah. Okay, Survivor people I would love to see on.
Michelle.
Heck yeah, bring her back.
Michaela.
Bring her back.
Who did I have? I had
for women.
Women. I think I had
I want to see Parvati.
Parvati, yeah. I want to see Eliza.
Eliza, heck yeah, let's get Eliza in there.
Yeah. And
she would never though at this point. She's running,
no.
running for office.
She's
so
too,
maybe not. So no Eliza.
No Eliza. Eliza's too busy trying to fix the world.
Who else is like young, athletic-y?
What
about Andrea?
Andrea, yeah. I was thinking Kelly Wentworth.
Kelly Wentworth would be good. I feel like Andrea would fit the vibe for challenge even better though.
Yeah. Andrea and Sydney from Korong.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
for that.
You're or
Sydney I was like Sydney from this season. I was like,
I mean,
it could work. It could work. She's okay. If you see her exit press, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So either Sydney and then guys. Malcolm.
I feel like you put Joey Amazing on here.
Who?
Joey Amazing.
Who's that?
Joe.
Oh, Joe England?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's been canceled a while ago.
Yeah. I can't keep up with who's canceled.
Yeah. They probably bring back Jay.
Yeah.
I feel like Michael from Ghost Island would do this show.
I would love that.
Yeah.
For the visual.
I still can't believe he was 18 when he was on the show.
Right. Too young.
Who else? I don't think he'd do it, but Zeke, he would not do that.
No, I don't think Zeke would fit the vibe. I think.
No, he's way too positive.
I'd rather see Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce, that'd be fun. I'm trying to think modern and actual possible.
Yeah.
Like, I could easily say Rupert, but Rupert would never do it.
What about, like, one of the brochachos from David versus Goliath?
Oh my god. Christian.
Christian? No. It goes so terribly.
Christian, Gabby, Angelina. Put the whole David versus Goliath. Natalie Cole. Maybe Dan is too boring. He would fit the challenge, but he's way too boring.
Yeah.
And John...
I don't know. I don't think he was that boring. He's kind of nerdy, kind of geeky.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that. So maybe Dan. So we had Jay, Michael, Dan. I feel like we're going through every basic name ever.
I'm trying to think of like who had like good immunity runs and things.
Yeah.
Like what if you get like a Mike Holloway?
Ooh. Yeah. Anyone from this current season?
Or like a JT.
And then JT kind of went very downhill.
Well, yeah, but like I feel like he'd be interesting on a challenge.
I don't think he'd do it.
I mean, probably
he and Kahada would get along.
Yeah.
They're kind of the same.
But wouldn't it be nice to have people who are like a little bit different than like the LA mold?
Yeah. I feel like Ricard would do well on the challenge.
You know what? I'd be here for Ricard.
Yeah, it'd be another gay.
Yeah. Here for it.
Oh god, Shan on the challenge.
Here for it. Here for it.
Yeah. And so that'd be Survivor. Who from Big Brother? Let's try and do people that Yeah, because they have a lot of people.
They have a lot of people who are like not great.
Yeah,
but
they have a few good people. Like we could
I,
easily say Polly and Davon.
yeah.
Janelle,
Janelle, yeah, duh.
hands down.
Uh,
Rachel.
mm-hmm. For fifth woman.
Fifth, we have Devon, we have Janelle, we have Rachel. We're really trying to think.
Because there's not a lot of ton like really great options. Let's get like Tiffany or Hannah from the latest
one
season.
of the two.
Yeah.
Tiffany or Hannah.
I'd be here for Claire, honestly.
Yeah, and Claire. If we get Claire, we have to get Derek X.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
X is DX is totally in.
Yeah, and we'll get one more. Would Brittany do it? Not Brittany from the current season. Brittany from BB12.
I don't think so, but I'd be here for it.
Yeah, she'd be entertaining. Oh, Danielle Donato.
Yeah, let's get Danny Donato before Brittany Haynes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now the difficult part. The men. DX, obviously.
Yes.
I think it'd be interesting seeing Paulie and Kara on separate teams.
Yeah, I think you put Paulie in there.
Yeah, you kind of have to. He's like the only decent Big Brother male contestant that's been on the challenge. I feel like Xavier would do it.
Yeah, I'd be here for Xavier.
If we can't get Paulie, then maybe Cody. Instead of Paulie. It's like we get one or the other.
Oh gosh. I feel like someone like Andy Herron would be really fun.
Oh, imagine him on the challenge.
Oh, who's been asking? Okay, we didn't put this in our woman list, but Danielle from season 3 has been asking to get on the challenge. Yeah, she wants to go on the challenge.
Yeah, let's start a petition. Danielle Reyes on the next challenge season.
I'd be so here for it. Like, just bring. Like, is she too old? Yes. Does it matter? No.
So what? Anissa still goes on the challenge.
Yeah.
CT still goes on the challenge.
I'm here for it. I think they should diversify their age more. Yes. In general.
I know Cody from BB19 was like wanting to be on the challenge, but he wouldn't get on because of an age thing. Maybe Jessica from that season.
They're canceled too.
Oh, are they? Are both of them? I thought it was just Cody that was canceled.
I mean, by proxy though.
What about Jessica from BB21?
No.
She's the one that fell that screamed funny.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Because she was terrible for the whole rest of the season, like outside of her HOH week.
Yeah. I think Catherine would be funny.
Cat?
Yeah, from BB21.
Yeah, Cat would be good. She would fit
her with all her conspiracies.
Are you conspiring against me?
Against me. I'm just imagining that and like Tori being in the room and then arguing with her.
Yeah, that'd be good. Also, like if you know any of the drama of the first week on the show that wasn't on live feeds,
oh no,
I think she would fit the challenge house quite nicely.
Yes. I know they're not doing reality shows anymore, but if Swaggy and Bailey came back, I would not be mad. I'd actually be very happy if that happened.
Yeah. So I don't understand, out of the BB20 cast, like they got Casey, but they did not get Tyler.
Tyler wouldn't be that interesting either. Maybe Tyler just simply says no.
But Tyler has like really good strategy, like stuff. So
yeah. Who else? I'm waiting for them to do an Exes season just to bring Fessy and Haley on the same season. Or Fessy and Caitlyn.
Oh, that would be refreshing. Either an Exes or a Rivals or something. Like
I kind of want to see an Exes just to change up the format.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you have X on the beach. And
they've done a couple seasons now of this thing where you switch partners and teams and stuff all the time.
I want to keep partners.
I'm kind of over that. Like,
let's keep partners the same, teams the same.
Let us invest in, like, we don't have the chance to actually invest in people. Because everything's changing constantly.
Yeah, and if they do an X's, we'll have a reason for Michelle to come back because her and Wendell can be partners.
Yeah.
That
would be great.
We can even potentially get Adore on a challenge season and get her with one of her exes.
Oh yes, yes.
Lademi and whoever Lademi and Marlon.
Start casting drag people too.
Yeah, Brooklyn and Vanjie, you're on the next X's season.
Yes. Oh my god, I would so pay to see that.
Absolutely. I mean, we all seen Brooklyn lip sync, so she can definitely handle the challenges, and Vanjie's a partier.
Vanjie.
Vanjie. She'd be walking backwards out with the elimination.
Vanjie.
I'm just imagining her doing a whole problem, doing the Miss Vanjie style backwards.
Superpowers.
Yeah. The opponent would just be mesmerized, like, doing it with her. Miss Vanjie for challenge 38.
Yes, here for it. So what's coming up for how do we feel like this is going to play out now for this season? Like, is this rivalry between the two groups going to continue?
I don't know, because it seemed like it was only centered around Nehemiah and Derek. And we have a lot of outsiders. Like, we don't know where Tina is in these sides. We don't know where.
I mean, Tina voted against Derek.
Yes.
Which fascinating. I mean,
yeah, that's because Tina loves her. Tina loves her gays.
Yeah, she also was the last to vote, so it was kind of like she could always justify that.
It didn't matter.
But yeah, which if you're the last to vote and your vote doesn't matter, you always jump on board and you just tell them that later. Like, my vote wasn't going to matter anyway. So.
Yeah. It's more acceptable. Like, we don't know where Kendall is. Well, she's probably with Darrell. Never mind. We don't actually know what side Casey's on. Like, yeah, Derek is gone, but maybe she's cool with all the other people.
Yeah, that's not super clear.
Yeah. Like, it was mostly just a Derek and Nehemiah rivalry, and then all their friends just backing whoever.
Yeah.
Because now that that's gone, it might not continue. It might continue.
Well, Latyrian showed up today for this episode for like the first time this season.
Well done. It's probably the only time we'll see him until his elimination episode.
Probably.
Yes.
I don't know why they keep casting him.
Yeah, in the 2 seasons they had.
And he's been milquetoast this whole time.
Yeah.
Has he ever had an interesting moment?
Probably last season he had something when he won his first like individual challenge at some point, or when he won the first elimination.
I suppose.
Yeah. Ooh, quick trivia question in the style of this answer. There has been insert number of here hall brawls in challenge history. Name everyone who's competed in a hall brawl.
Ooh.
You can start.
CT.
Okay. We'll do the transfer thing like they did in the.
Okay.
Zach.
Kyle.
Cara Maria.
Laurel.
Amber B.
Yes, Dustin. It is new. It is a birthday gift.
What's Survivor season?
It's just like the general. I think it's. That's a good question. It doesn't say, and I don't know the logos well enough to necessarily be able to identify it.
It looks like a mixture of everything.
People who are really good at Survivor logos, let me know, because
it looks like a mixture of like Pearl Islands with South Pacific with heroes versus villains.
It's got like a temple-y thing. Maybe that's Cambodia.
Yeah. I see a hint of David versus Goliath.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay, it's back to you.
Okay. Wes.
Big Easy.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Corey? I think Corey did one.
I don't think he did. I know Nelson did one.
Am I getting?
I think you're getting the 2 mixed up.
It's possible because
there's been too many challenge seasons,
and they're always working together.
Yeah. Big T.
Big T did one. That's right.
Yeah.
Did Zach do one?
Yeah. I said him first.
Oh, dang.
Who did Zach go against?
This is so hard.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. Did what's her name? Selena? Did she do one?
Who?
Is there Selena?
There's one in Chance vs. Stars, but they didn't have hall brawls in those seasons.
Oh gosh. Okay, no, I'm blanking on her name.
Describe the season and or the person.
She was on Vendettas, and she was paired against the British guy who was pretty.
Sylvia?
Sylvia, thank you.
I don't think she did a hall brawl.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm out of names.
Tori, Jenny, Jasmine, Sam, CJ.
Oh,
Amber M.
Nicole? Did Nicole do one?
Nicole. No, I don't think she did one. No, because Nicole was rarely in eliminations. The only one I can think that she did was the bloodbath thing. Wait, Nicole Nani's cousin or the other Nicole?
Other Nicole.
Oh yeah, no. I think that's all the hall brawls. I'm probably forgetting some.
Yeah, I don't know how to find any information on hall brawls again, so
just Google hall brawl and it's like it lists everyone that's been in one.
Yeah, it's good stuff though.
Yeah,
excited to see what this season turns out into. We're halfway through, I think.
Already? How many episodes are left?
Oh, sorry, no, this was episode 4.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 6 more episodes.
All right, almost halfway there. We're 2/5 of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's everything.
Cool.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want more live reality games show podcast content, join the Facebook group, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on Twitter, all that YouTuber stuff. Like and comment below, link and subscribe. We will be back next week with Challenge Episode 5, halfway. Hopefully Melinda will still be alive. And hopefully. Nathan, you got anything to say?
Yeah, we'll see if our draft people survive next week.
Hopefully. And we'll see you next time. And Stan Casey.
Woohoo!